In 2023, I covered Neko Atsume Perfect Kitty Collector, the cat collecting VR game based on the popular mobile app. Well, Hitpoint is back at it again, this time with man's best friend. At its core, Inu Atsume is still a casual pet simulation game about collecting and bonding with adorable dogs. You'll start by heading to the square, essentially a park where stray dogs hang out. Toss a flying disc to get their attention, and once they're interested, clap your hands in hand tracking or yell hey with a controller by your mouth to call them over. Slap a collar on your new friend, and congratulations, you've got yourself a dog. Unlike Neko Atsume, where you were confined to just the inside area, Inu Atsume gives you multiple spaces to explore. You've got your living room and kitchen, a yard, and a dedicated dog run for training. You can actually move around these areas using smooth locomotion or teleportation, which already makes us feel much more like a proper VR experience. The currency system revolves around puppy coins earned through achievements and daily activities. Each day you can pull a party popper for login rewards and find dirt spots your dog can dig up for goodies. These coins let you buy toys, food, and furniture from the shop, and here's a nice touch, items arrive in boxes you physically open yourself. Each dog has 2 stats to track, trust and proficiency. Trust builds you keep your pup happy through petting, feeding, and playing. Max out the trust meter and your dog rewards you with a special memento. Proficiency increases as you teach tricks and practice frisbee tosses. These stats are very slow to level though, so don't expect to be flying through dogs very quickly. Remember how in Neko Atsume the food just kind of magically poofed? Now you can actually pour the dog food into bowls and fill up water dishes yourself. It's a small thing, but it makes the experience feel so much more interactive and VR appropriate. Your dogs aren't just generic collectibles either. You get to name them whatever you want, rather than having preset names like the cats did. The photo system got an upgrade too. Beyond just adding snapshots to your pet album, you can pin them to the corkboard or even set them as your in-game computer's wallpaper. Yes, the computer is actually interactable. Training happens at the dog run where you teach tricks through repetition, perform a gesture, give a treat, pet your pup, and after 3 tries they'll have it down. You can also play frisbee here to boost that proficiency stat. Once you feel confident, enter your dog in contests. There are 3 difficulty ranks across challenges like maze runs, frisbee competitions, and wall challenges. It costs puppy coins to enter, but if you fail, you can retry without paying again as long as you stay in the contest. These are essentially mini-games that add variety to the gameplay. Hand tracking returns and works great for interacting with objects and UI elements. However, I found moving around with hand tracking very clunky. Pointing at the ground to teleport didn't always register smoothly for me. I ended up using controllers most of the time for locomotion, while occasionally switching to hand tracking for those satisfying pet interactions. Mixed reality mode is back, but honestly a bit more underwhelming than Neko Atsume. Instead of transforming your whole room with virtual furniture, you simply place a return portal, get a toy box, and your dog to play with. That's it. I was a little disappointed at first, but they likely kept things simple to make setup easier. Inu Atsume VR feels like Hitpoint took all the feedback from Neko Atsume and actually listened. This is less of a passive mobile game ported to VR and more of a genuine virtual reality experience. You're moving between areas, physically interacting with objects, training your pets, and competing in minigames. The controls still feel a bit stiff and menu interactions aren't super satisfying. The mixed reality mode is simpler than expected, but the core gameplay loop is substantially more engaging than watching cats appear in your yard. At $14.99 with 18 dogs to collect and bond with, this is a solid pickup for dog lovers or anyone wanting a relaxing VR experience. If you enjoyed Neko Atsume but wanted more actual gameplay, Inu Atsume delivers exactly that. Let me know in the comments if you plan on picking this up. Don't forget that you can use code ADAM at checkout for 10% off. Are you Team Neko or Team Inu? As always, keep on creating and never lose that drive to improve. I'll see you in the next one.